Hello Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Scorpio, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Scorpio, let's get started. How does Scorpio currently view this relationship? All right, what's going on, Scorpio? Okay, so we do have the Tower, we do have the Nine of Swords, and then we also have the Hierophant out here. I keep getting, you knew that this would happen, you knew that this would happen, you knew that this would happen. I just kind of see something that recently fell apart here between you and another person. And it kind of looks like this other person is not really taking this so well, as far as like this falling apart here of a foundation is concerned. I don't know. I feel like this is somebody that you really build towards something with. So this could definitely represent somebody that you build towards a relationship with. You know, maybe this is somebody that you were, married to, or still even legally married to. I just feel like more of the story, you were in a relationship with this person. And it kind of looks like things fell apart here between you and this person, but I keep getting, you knew that this person would like crumble without you. You knew that this person would regret losing you. You just knew that they would. You knew that they would. I want to look at your energy a little bit more. Tell me more about the Hierophant. Oh, we have the Fool, we have the Three of Wands, and then we also have the Nine of Wands. It's kind of like you're looking at them like now it's their turn. Now it's their turn to suffer. Now it's their turn to cry. Now it's their turn. Ooh. Well, needless to say, I don't necessarily feel like you feel bad for this person, which I understand why you would have a difficult time feeling bad for this person. I mean, considering all the trauma this person brought into your life, okay? I get why you don't feel bad for this person. Okay. I feel like you're finding out somehow, some way that this person has been going through it since this falling apart, took place between you and them. I don't know if this person, is, calling you or texting you and, telling you that they've just been going through it since you've been gone. Or if you're finding out, another way that this person has been going through it since you've been gone, but it looks like you ain't going through nothing, okay? I am getting that. I feel like if anything, you're freaking relieved that this person is out of your life. It's as if you feel like you could finally breathe again, is kind of what I'm getting. But yeah, I don't feel like you're going through it. I feel like it's them that's going through it. But I feel like you knew that this would happen. So that's like another thing. I don't feel like you're surprised or shocked that this person, is suffering without you and going through it without you. Like, I don't think that you're surprised at all. You knew that this would happen. You may have told them that this would happen. How does this person currently view this relationship? We have the Ten of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Ugh, okay. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. In regards to how this person's currently viewing this relationship with you, I feel like the primary reason why you know that this person's going through it is because they're contacting you. Or you could just see it all over their face that they've just been going through it. They've been losing sleep. They haven't been eating, things of that nature. This person wants what they once upon a time had with you back in their life all over again. I also feel like you're not shocked and or surprised because I also feel like you knew. You knew that this person would eventually come back around your way. You knew eventually this person will, wake up and realize that they just lost a really, really good thing. And they did. And they did. And they know they did. Hence why they want it back. It's like this person feels like they went from having it all with you to like losing it all, now that you're not in their life. Okay. How does Scorpio currently feel? Man, yeah, this person brought a lot of trauma into your life and you just cannot, you just can't look past all the trauma and pain this person has caused you. You just can't. Even though I do see this person obviously conveying, to you that, they definitely do want you back. And they definitely do miss what the two of you once upon a time had, with one another. I just don't see you allowing yourself to go back to this person. Yeah, I just don't see you allowing yourself to put you, well, because the thing with you is that a lot of you are convinced, right, that if you were to revisit this connection all over again, and to be honest, it doesn't even look like that's an option in your mind, but let's just say, hypothetically speaking, it was an option in your mind. If you were to revisit this all over again, a lot of you feel you're just going to go back to suffering. And why would you want to put yourself through that? Like, that's how you're looking at the whole situation. It just kind of looks like this person pushed you to that point of no return, and it just kind of looks like there's not really much that this person can say and or do that's gonna ever like change your mind, is kind of what I'm gathering, but they're still gonna try nonetheless. Okay. You know, I feel like you've noticed such a drastic difference within, you know, yourself. It's like you find yourself, you know, more happy and, you know, at peace. And I feel like a lot of people around you are kind of noticing, like, wow, like Scorpio seems pretty fucking happy as of lately. And wow, like Scorpio's just freaking glowing. Like, I don't know if you've been receiving a lot of compliments as of lately, but I am definitely getting that a lot of people are noticing, you know, how much you've drastically changed and how happier you are now that this individual is not in your life. It just kind of looks like this person was draining the life out of you, is kind of what I'm gathering. And it does appear to me that all of that is getting restored. Like, you don't find yourself, you know, drained or depleted anymore, like you did when you were dealing with this person. You don't find yourself struggling anymore like you did when you were dealing with this person. Like, I just kind of feel like your life changed drastically the moment that you decided to walk away from this person, but in a really, really good way, not in a bad way, in a really, really good way. Okay, let's jump back over to them. How does this person currently feel? Oh, Lord. We have the Knight of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles, and then we also have the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, man. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Swords to the Ten of... Ten of Swords to the Empress, and then we also have the Fool. This person refuses to accept the fact that you're really, really done with them. It's as if they feel like you're actually not done with them. Believe it or not, like, this person's extremely convinced that you're not done with them. Like, even though you say you're done with them, even though your actions are causing them to feel like you are, like, they are refusing to accept the fact that you're done with them. Like, absolutely refusing to accept the fact that you're done with them. It's not even funny. With the Knight of Pentacles coming out here, the Knight of Pentacles is a very consistent energy, okay? This one over here is going to be very consistent and very persistent when it comes down to getting what they want out of you, which is basically a reconciliation. I want to say something really quickly here, but before I do all of that, I want to confirm something, because sometimes I like overthink things, you know what I mean? So give me a court card for this person. Okay. You know, it's fascinating. I kind of suspected this. I just needed some confirmation first. So when you met this person, you were an Empress. When this person met you, there were a Page of Cups. So that's kind of telling me that this person's life drastically improved the moment that they got with you, and your life drastically got worse the moment that you got with them. Okay? You know what's freaking wild to me is that this dynamic left you harnessing Nine of Wands energy. So you started your relationship off as an Empress, and then you ended your relationship with this person harnessing Nine of Wands energy. That's pretty bad if you ask me. That's kind of telling me that this one over here left you drained. They left you depleted. They didn't make you feel safe. They didn't make you feel secure. They didn't make you feel loved. They didn't make you feel wanted, is what I'm gathering. But you definitely made this one over here, you know, feel loved, wanted, desired, appreciated. I just kind of feel like this person's an energy vampire. I do. Like, the reason, the reason why this person's life drastically improved the moment that, you know, they got with you is because you helped them. in some way, shape, or form. Like, you elevated this person's life in some way, shape, and or form. They didn't elevate your life. I am getting that they didn't, but you definitely elevated their life in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is that you did exactly to help this person, you know, elevate their life. But I keep getting their life got 10 times better when they got with you. And the moment that they lost you, it's like their life started to get instantly worse, you know, without you in it. But it's fascinating because your life got 10 times better without them in it. So then there's that. This person, for starters, is not even a true King of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like you made them feel like they're a King of Pentacles. I feel like you made them think that they're a King of Pentacles, but who they really, really are is a page. Okay. It's like you made this person feel, I'm gonna be blunt, you made this person feel more important than they actually are. Yep. And that's the thing, is that they want to go back to feeling that way, because right now they don't feel that way. You know, they kind of feel, God, like almost like a failure. Yeah, they kind of feel like a failure. They kind of feel like a loser without you. It's kind of what I'm gathering. Yeah. You made this one over here feel really good about themselves. And now that they don't have you in their life to make them feel good about themselves, they feel like a failure. They feel like a loser, basically. They want to go back to having what they once upon a time had with you. They want to go back to feeling important. They want to go back to feeling seen. They want to go back to, like, you know, just feeling, you know, loved, appreciated, and just treated like gold. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they want, which kind of explains, right, as to why, you know, you found yourself feeling so drained and depleted. I think that you really did pour a lot of yourself into this human being. Was it you that I said this to? It could have been you. Or it could have been somebody else. But I'm still, like, I'm trying to, like, figure out, like, how is this person able? I mean, they are, you know, Knight of Cups is kind of like a sweet talker, but I'm trying to figure out, honey, like, how? How the hell did this person land somebody like you? Like, I need to know. Like, how? You're an empress. You're the total package. How was this person able to capture someone like you? I gotta know. I gotta know this person's secret, man. I don't know. Maybe this person sweet talked their way into your life. I don't know. Maybe they did, but man, it's like this person knows, though. That's the thing, too. It's like, yo, if I was them, I would be running after you like a dog, too. Yes, of course. Of course. I get why this person's running back to you. I mean, Jesus, you all that in a bag of chips, homie. Like, I think any man in their right mind would do that, or any woman in their right mind would do that. I mean, of course, absolutely. So we can't really blame them, you know, for running back to you, honey. We can't really blame them. I think everybody would run back to you. I mean, come on, you know, you're an empress. This person loves to feed off of people's energy, is what it is. They're like they truly are an energy vampire. Like, they like to feed off of people's energy. You know, an empress is somebody who's very, very confident within themselves. It's crazy how they go from a page to, you know, feeling like they're a whole King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is somebody who's very confident within themselves, by the way. Okay. The only reason why this person felt so confident within themselves being, you know, with you is because they were feeding off of your energy. Okay. I just feel like this person was just feeding off of you energetically. Absolutely. And that's another thing too. Like, I feel like this person knows, okay, that you bring far more to this table than they do. Okay. Like, I think that they know that. I think that everybody kind of knows that. I mean, come on, you know? And I feel like the moment that you decided to give this person a chance, it just kind of blew it really did blow their head up. It's kind of what I'm getting. It really did. It caused them to feel like, yeah, I'm the man. Yeah, I'm the woman. You know what I mean? Like, look at what I got. You know what I mean? Just for them to turn around and just suck the life out of you. You know what I mean? Child. They just want to go back to feeling loved and appreciated and wanted, and, you know, they just want to go back to feeling like, you know, like they're the hottest thing that has hit God's green earth, is what I'm gathering, because you made them feel that way. You made them feel that way. All right, we have the okay, We have the Ace of Cups, we got the Four of Cups, and then we also have the Six of Swords. Yeah, you ain't going back. You're not going back. You rather take your chances on, you know, someone new than to revisit this any day of the week, is what I'm gathering. You ain't going back. What actions will this person take towards Scorpio or moving forward? We have the Knight of Wands, we got the Fool, and then we also have the, come here. We have the Five of Wands out here. Okay. In regards to how this person plans on moving forward, I see this person trying to stop you from moving forward and moving on with your life. I'm also getting like an energy of them trying to like convince you that you're making a terrible decision by not dealing with the energy vampire anymore. They're not going to call themselves an energy vampire, but you know what I mean. Tell me more about the Five of Wands. Tell me more. Scorpio, look, okay, this one over here is going to not only try to stop you from moving forward and moving on with your life, but they're gonna sit there and they're gonna really try to like convince you that you're making a terrible decision. It's just kind of fascinating to me that this person's even going down this route, and let me explain. It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. Like, this person knows they ain't no good for you. I think that this person has shown you many times that they ain't no good for you. So the fact that this one over here has the audacity, honey, to try to like convince you that like you're making a terrible decision by leaving them behind. The nerve of this one here. We have the King of Swords to the King of Cups, and then we also have the Six of Cups, and then we also have the yeah, this to me just feels like the energy, you know, of them just trying to like, you know, sweet talk you, is what I'm gathering. It just kind of looks like it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. I feel like you've been through enough with this person to know. This one over here is just never gonna change, you know? Basically. So, you know, I guess that this person over here is going to really try their hardest, man, to like really convince you, you know, that you're making a terrible decision, you know, by walking away from them. But that's the thing, though, is that you don't even feel like you are. You don't feel like you are. So, I mean, they could sit here and try to convince you, you know, from sun up to sundown that, you know, you're making a terrible decision, you know, by walking away from them. But you're not. You're not. And you know that you're not. And that's all that really matters. So then there's that. But that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.